Tech giant Apple is in turmoil, and the cracks are no longer hidden. The company that once defined the future is now fighting to catch up, losing top AI talent, delaying key projects, and watching its rivals race far ahead. The sudden exit of Apple's AI chief has exposed deep internal rifts, stalled innovation, and a culture struggling to adapt to the new era of artificial intelligence. With CEO Tim Cook's rumored retirement next year and Apple scrambling to regain control, the spotlight is now on a company at war with its own future. Here's more from our report.
Apple once believed it had found its AI savior. In 2018, John Giannandrea, the man who helped shape Google's most advanced AI systems, walked into Apple Park with a promise. A new chapter, a new Siri, a new future. But 7 years later, that promise is collapsing under its own weight. Apple confirmed on Monday that Giannandrea is stepping down as head of artificial intelligence.
We are thankful for the role John played in building and advancing our AI work, helping Apple continue to innovate and enrich the lives of our users.
He will be replaced by a veteran Google and Microsoft engineer of Indian origin, Amar Subramanya.
Subramanya brings a wealth of experience to Apple, having most recently served as corporate vice president of AI at Microsoft, and previously spent 16 years at Google, where he was head of engineering for Google's Gemini assistant prior to his departure. His deep expertise will be important to Apple's ongoing innovation and future Apple Intelligence features.
But behind those soft words is a hard truth. Apple's AI strategy is wobbling, and the world can see it. Apple has fallen behind in generative AI, especially with Siri, once a pioneer, now a punchline. The company debuted its massive Apple Intelligence Suite in 2024. It sounded bold. It looked polished. But competitors like Google and Microsoft kept racing ahead, pushing faster updates, deeper models, and smarter assistants. Apple, meanwhile, rolled out safe, small steps. Most major update was postponed. Every big AI rollout was still in progress. Apple CEO Tim Cook said progress was happening, but slowly, and Apple's executives kept repeating the same line. The work needs more time. But time is exactly what Apple is running out of. Investors heard the hesitation, watched the delays, and began asking the one question Apple hates most. What is going wrong inside Cupertino? Now the clues are spilling out. Insiders describe the past year as AI turmoil, not just missed deadlines, but deep structural dysfunction. In April 2025, Apple stripped Giannandrea of oversight over the robotics team. And the tensions were older than anyone admitted. He reportedly clashed with Tim Cook in 2023 over budgets for AI chip development. Reports say it was a showdown between Google-style ambition and Apple-style caution. Giannandrea wanted vast compute, cloud scale, aggressive infrastructure. Cook insisted on Apple's methodical path, privacy first, tightly controlled, on-device limits that preserved the brand but slowed the race. Then came the exodus. Apple has lost 47 of its top 50 AI researchers in 2 years, a catastrophic brain drain. 18 to OpenAI, 12 to Google, 9 to Meta, 5 to Anthropic, and 3 started their own companies. And with so much happening, the iPhone maker is maybe bracing another major storm. Reports suggest Tim Cook is preparing to step down as CEO next year. Cook may remain in a powerful role, but a leadership uncertainty is the last thing Apple needs at the moment. The company is scrambling to recover, boosting AI spending to around $1 billion a year, relaxing its infamous publication rules, snapping up office space, and tightening retention programs. It is reportedly now leaning on Google's Gemini to power the next version of Siri. But when a company rewrites its culture this dramatically, some questions linger. Has the old playbook failed? What's the next chapter? Or is there any new chapter at all? Apple now stands at the edge of a transformation it can't delay, and a race it can no longer afford to lose. The next moves will decide whether Apple regains its magic or watches its rivals rewrite the future it once promised to lead.
They promised glory. They delivered fear. They shaped nations. They scarred generations. From brutal purges to propaganda machines, from stolen power to violent falls from the throne. Welcome to The Dictator, a series that strips away the myth and then exposes the men behind the tyranny. History remembers their power. Firstpost reveals their truth.